What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. Happy Monday to everybody. We only got one more week until Witch Queen, and the content drought is over. I cannot wait. I know I say that at the beginning of almost every single video, but oh my goodness, it's gonna be so much fun, so much new content. I absolutely cannot wait, and to bring y'all with me to give you guys some banging content to help you guys out, grind those beginning levels, grind the new activities, grind all the new weapons. We got Savathun's Throne World, we got crafting, so we got so much to go over and help you guys out with, and I truly love doing that and making these videos for you guys. So thank you as always for always coming back, checking out the channel, giving it the subscribers, likes, views, everything like that. It means the world to me, so thank you. And let's get into today's video, going over the two Nightfall weapons from this week coming up right before Witch Queen. It's going to be the Lake of Shadows with the Hung Juror Scout Rifle and the Hothead Rocket, which I think both are going to be super important to have next season in Witch Queen. I know we're getting a lot of new weapons, but these two, especially if you can get one of those Grandmasters done, get the Adept version, I think they're both going to be super slapping. So first off, we're going to go over the Hung Juror for both PvE and PvP rolls. Super banging weapon. I use this thing for Atheon, my oracles, all the time. All right, so first off, for our PvE roll, I'm gonna go with the barrel right here, corkscrew rifling for that plus range, stability, and handling. For our second perk, I'm actually gonna go with tactical mag or appended mag. Appended gives you that plus 20 on the magazine. Tactical gives you reload speed, stability, and magazine size. So it's only a couple bullet difference between tactical and appended mag. For our PvE perk in this third slot, I'm definitely going to go with Subsistence. I absolutely love this perk on weapons. I think it's super underrated and needs to be used more, but with weapon crafting, we might be able to change that in the future. But this thing right here, either go Subsistence or Rapid Hit. I would personally choose Subsistence. Now for our final column, they do have the three best perks, in my opinion, highlighted in gold here. This, if you're going for those headshots, depending on the enemy, you get that explosion. This right here, if you just make impact, it has an area of effect, doing a little bit more damage. And then this right here gives your grenade some super big power. So I'm gonna go with Adrenaline Junkie actually, or Explosive Payload, depending on what you're doing. Adrenaline Junkie can be used super well with some grenade builds, and with Void 3.0 might be kind of crazy. That's why I'm picking Adrenaline Junkie. And then that Explosive Payload right here gives you that little extra oomph on your shots and that little extra penetration, what we're gonna be able to use this for inside of Witch Queen. For our PvP roll, definitely a little different. I'm gonna go with Small Bore right here for that little extra range and stability on our shots, so there isn't as much bounce on the weapon. As always in our second slot, majority of the time, I'm gonna go with Accurized Rounds for that extra range, just so it can reach out and touch the edge of the map easily for PvP. For me, I'm actually going to go with Moving Target, because you are usually moving in Crucible. Just it gives you that better movement speed and target acquisition on the weapon. So sliding around, having to move left and right while you're shooting is pretty common. So I'm going to definitely throw this on for our PvP roll. And then finally for me, again, I'm going to go with Explosive Payload. Just that extra little bit of damage on your enemies is so key and so nice for this Hung Juror. Definitely any of these two work for PvP and PvE in all seriousness. Maybe not Adrenaline Junkie for PvP, but for PvE, definitely all three of these options are golden. Next off, we're going to go over our Hothead Rocket. This thing is going to be absolutely banging next season, I think, with linear fusions kind of taking the side after particle goes away. So for our PvE roll in our first slot, I'm actually going to go with this linear compensator here. So we have that little extra velocity and blast radius are definitely my most two important right there. Get a little bit bigger explosion and it travels faster. For our second slot, definitely want impact casing on your rocket for PvE, so that direct impact has increased damage. It is super key for that extra DPS. Next, for our third slot, I'm going to go with Demo right here, just so when you throw your grenade, you can reload the weapon, and then also Field Prep. So if you are crouched, you can shoot rockets way faster, putting out that DPS a little higher with this perk. Finally, for me, in this last slot for PvE, I'm going to go with Explosive Light or Clown Cartridge, so we can have more randomly overfilled magazines on the rocket, or with Explosive Light having those orbs of power increase the damage and blast radius of the next shot. There aren't any other rockets besides our Ascendancy that have this, so I think that this perk right here is super perfect for PvE in the last slot. For PvE, a little bit of difference here. Rockets don't get used that much unless you're using Galahorn, something like that. Wardcliff that has a bigger crazy blast radius and like chase of people, but for me, I'm gonna go right here with Volatile Launch on that for that extra blast radius that we have on the weapon. In our second slot right here, I'm gonna go with Black Powder for, again, that extra blast radius on the weapon, being able to shoot around those corners a little bit better in PvP, getting those extra defeats. Now for me, I'm going to personally go with Tracking on the rocket, so you can, again, have that better target acquisition on targets with the rocket in Crucible, just because, like I said, they're not really used too much, and I think Tracking is probably your best option out of these that we have. Last but not least, I'm definitely going to go with Explosive Light on our PvP rocket. So when you're getting those SMG kills, whatever you're pairing it with, you pick up heavy, and then you're just doing some crazy shots on people. And just because none of the other ones really make sense to me, and this perk is super fun to have on rockets. So that's it for me with our Hung Jur and our Hothead rolls. Definitely, I can't say that enough. Grind out Lake of Shadows next week from the 15th to the 22nd. Get those Nightfall weapons, get all of your Ascendant shards, get all of your golf balls, get everything, your prisms that you need for next season, some extra exotics just to prep. This Nightfall is by far the easiest that we have, so it's going to be super easy to get both of these weapons. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.